Hey, good morning, fam. Coach Rod, checking in. This morning I want to talk about how to handle toxic friends, and and the reason why I'm doing this video is because one of my um, former clients who I coach, and also my follower, my supporter on my YouTube channel. She asked me to do a video about this, and I feel like it's a good thing to do because a lot of women go through this with their female friends. Um, a lot of women go through this right here. Um, in this day and age, we got a lot of women. We got a lot of women that's in competition with each other. A lot of women are not really for each other. A lot of women going behind each other back, taking each other men. You got all this stuff going on in this day and age. You just, especially when it comes down to men, a lot of women want men so bad to the point that they'll go behind their homegirl back just to get their man and just do, all this stuff is going on with women in this generation. But I want to say the same thing that I teach when it comes down to um, a dating romantic relationship with a man. It applies to a friendship. Um, the same thing applies when it comes to a friendship. You gotta, if that person doesn't have the same morals and values that you have, then you can't be that person. You shouldn't be. I ain't gonna say you can't, but you shouldn't be that person's friend. You want to be friend with somebody that has the same belief system that you have. How you doing, Mr. Reed? God bless you, sir. Good morning. Like for an example, there's certain type of male friends I'm not gonna hang around. If you don't have character, if you don't have the same morals that I have, I'm not gonna have certain male friends. If a man want to hang around me, but I found out he's cheating on his wife, get what? You can't be my friend. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause you don't have character. So the same thing apply to dating relationships. The same thing applies to friendships. You know what I'm saying? I would not hang around a man who cheats because you know even in the Bible it say what bad company corrupts good character. See what I'm saying? If I keep hanging around there right there, guess what they're gonna do? It's gonna tell me to go want to go do wrong. See what I'm saying? You need friends that's gonna make you a better person. You know what I'm saying? You don't need friends that's gonna, cause trouble in your life, doing wrong. You need friends that are gonna make you more closer to God. But you got so many friends, they come in your life to draw you away from God. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing that applies to dating and relationship is applies to just friendship. And I believe this certain woman, she already was friend with this woman, but now she's starting to realize, like, she's not a real true friend, and she want to know, like, how do I handle that? How do I deal with that? And I would say, like the old folks used to say, you got to feed her with a long-handed spoon. I would start distancing myself from her. Start feeding her with a long-handed spoon. Don't hate her. Don't you know don't dislike her. But feed her with a long-handed spoon. Start distancing yourself. Set some boundaries. It's the same thing I say about relationships, about dating. It should be the same thing with friendship. You got to set boundaries. Something that you're not going to tolerate. And also with friendship, you got as well. What kind of standards you have when it comes down to friendship? You see what I'm saying? My friend got to be loyal. She got to be faithful. This and that and the other. I want a friend that have integrity. I want a friend. So you just got to apply the same thing that I say to a dating relationship to a friendship. You want somebody that you want somebody that people who don't have integrity, people don't have morals and character. Guess what? You can't trust them. You can't trust them. Being loyal is a moral act. Being faithful is a moral act. You see what I'm saying? All these things that we want, it comes from a person's morals, honesty, not stabbing you, not backstabbing you, and stuff like that. And you gotta be careful with these female friends because and then another thing too, don't tell your female friend everything about your man and all that stuff there. They single and you got your man. You don't know what these women thinking in their head like, ooh, I wish I had him. Ooh, I wish I had him. You know, I'm not saying every case. You might find that one friend that you can trust, but to me, my opinion, I believe if you got a relationship problem, it's the best to hire you a life coach or a relationship coach, somebody that don't know you, somebody that you can trust, somebody that you doing your homework on, and you really like them. It best to hire you somebody that don't know you to and express your relationship problems to them. You see what I'm saying? But always trying to get friends' advice and stuff like that, and this is one thing I learned about friends. Most majority of your friends don't have self-love. Most of your friends don't have self-love. So if you go to them about your relationship advice, and you go to them and tell them, my man cheating on me, girl, and I don't want to do. I think about leaving him, but then again, I still love him though. Your friend gonna tell you, not all friends, but in most cases, female friends gonna tell you, girl, stay with that man. Give him another chance, girl. Girl, that man paying your bills, and all you gotta do is at least he paying your bills. Girl, share that man. A lot of female friends give their friend bad advice because why? They don't have self love. They're gonna have you sitting there stuck with somebody who doing you wrong. But a true friend will never tell you do nothing like that. If me as a man, if one of my friends come to me and say, man, Rob, man, my girl keep cheating on me, man. I mean, I love her. I keep taking her back, and I was like, I don't want to leave her. I really care about her, man. I can't just get rid of her. I'm not gonna tell my friend, man, share her, man. She a good woman. She pretty. She fine. She give you good sex. She cook your food. Man, share her. All you gotta do is share with other men. Man, she gonna change, man. Pray for her, man. Go to God. Let God know how you feel, and pray for her. Get oil, put on her pillow at night. You know what I'm saying? And God gonna change that woman. Mm-mm. I'm gonna tell my friend, you deserve better. I'm gonna tell my friend, there's somebody out there better, and you just made a mistake and you picked the wrong woman. I'm gonna tell my friend that you the king and she supposed to value you. You see what I'm saying? That's what a real true friend will tell you. A real true friend is about they're about they have your best interest at heart. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell you nothing wrong. Some of y'all need to check y'all friends and examine your friends because a lot of times they ain't your friends, they're your frenemy. You see what I'm saying? And y'all got these people in y'all circle. So what you gotta do, as a woman is, you already got this friendship with this person, and you see that they not right, they toxic, they causing trouble in your life. What y'all gotta realize too, I'm gonna say this here, you gotta want peace more than you want friendship. You gotta want happiness. You gotta want your sanity more than anything. You two keep acting up on me. Keep on bumping me, y'all. You gotta want your sanity in more than anything. More than anything. So that one thing about me, I don't like toxic people, period. I don't like all that drama. That's why I don't hang around certain people. If you ain't got no character, if you ain't got no morals, if you ain't got God in your life, I'll be cordial with you. You'll be my associate. I mean, when I see you, I speak. How you doing, man? If you need me, I help you out if I can help you. You may need some gas money. If I got it, hey, here you go. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let me though. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just sit here and just be your friend and have you walk all over me. Okay, Mr. Reed, I see you comment. Whenever you get time. You see what I'm saying? You have to set boundaries with friendship and even with family members. If you want peace in your life, If you want happiness in your life, you gotta set boundaries, even with family members. Because sometimes family is gonna be the one that hurt you the most. In most cases, the devil gonna use the one who closer to you to get on your nerve, to get you stressed. Because the devil knows stress it kills you. Stress is a silent killer. Even the Bible backs that up. It say in Proverbs 17:22, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bone. See what the Bible say? A cheerful heart is good medicine. I like reading out of the New Living Translation. The New Living Translation say a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. Just even the Bible telling us that, you know, when you are happy, happiness is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize that everything that deal with our body is our hormones. When you happy, your body releases a certain hormone. It's good for your heart. When you sad and you depressed, your body releases a certain hormone that breaks your heart, that breaks your body down. You see what I'm saying? And cause on, what y'all don't realize, stress cause on sickness, it cause on diseases. You know, you can be eating healthy and everything, eating right, taking care of yourself, and because you got so much stress in your body, now you go to the doctor, you got this, you got that, you got all these type of ailments. So you got to set boundaries even with family members. Like for an example, you let your family, your friend know, don't come out my house unannounced. Do not come to my house, pop up on my house like that right there. You got to call me. You got to call me before you come to my house. You got certain family members, oh, I can go out when I get ready. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to set boundaries with family members. And sometimes you may have to love family members from a distance. You got to feed family members with a long-handed spoon. You see what I'm saying? You know, if they toxic, if they causing trouble in your life, you know, you got to love them, but you love them from a distance. You know, you love them from a distance. If you can help them, help them. I'm not saying let them use you. Don't let them use you now. If you feel they're trying to use you, then you got to use wisdom. You see what I'm saying? But when you already, you know, friend with somebody like that, you just got to start winning yourself away from them. You got to start answering a lot of their calls. You know, and then when they ask you, like, I noticed you want to call them much, girl, I'm busy. And you are busy. Get busy. You should be busy. Girl, I'm busy right now. I got a lot going on. I just, you know, focus on some things right now. My purposes, you know, they'll get the picture. Eventually, they'll get the picture. They'll get the picture. You don't feel like being bothered. It'll come in their head, and they're going to wean themselves away from you. You just got to wean yourself away from them. You know what I'm saying? And just understand this right here. And see another thing too, like you can get an emotional soul tie with a friend that you never had sex with. You know, you can get so bond with a person, like so it's like an emotional soul tie, and that's how David and Jonathan was in the Bible. The Bible say their soul was knit together because they had a close bond, and they was like brothers. You know what I'm saying? That was an emotional soul tie. So you got to break the same way how you got to break a physical soul tie. You got to break the emotional soul tie the same way. You got to start distancing yourself from these people. You know what I'm saying? If you got to go to no contact, you got to start deleting and blocking. You know what I'm saying? No contact, deleting and blocking. The same way you got to do, you got to get rid of a physical soul tie. The same way you want to get rid of emotional soul tie. You know what I'm saying? They'll get the picture. How you doing, Alexis? They'll get the picture. You see what I'm saying? Because your happiness is more, and your peace is more precious than anything. You see what I'm saying? So the same way you'll treat a romantic relationship, friendship, you do it the same way. And like she said, she's not close to many people. That's why it's good to keep your circle small. Keep a small circle. Everybody want to have all these friends. The more friends you have, the more bigger your circle is, the more problems you're going to have in life. This is how I roll. I keep my circle small. I keep my circle small. I ain't trying to have a lot of friends. I ain't trying to be, I don't need a lot of friends. You see what I'm saying? I keep my circle small because I know In this day and age, it's hard to trust a true, genuine friend. You see what I'm saying? And we got to apply the same thing to to um to friendship that we do in dating. Like we all know this scripture, 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Um, I read in the New Living Translation. Don't team up with those who are unbelievers. How can righteousness be a partner with wickedness? How can light live with darkness? We always apply that to relationships in marriage. But that same thing goes to friendship. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's talking about too. It ain't just talking about relationships like romantic relationships. It's talking about friendship as well. Do not be even your body that don't have the same belief system that you have, because you're gonna have all type of trouble with them people. Love them from a distance, try to be an example, a light to them, you know what I'm saying? But don't try to be all close to them and their friends and all this stuff here, because, you can't trust these people. You see what I'm saying? They come in your life and cause all this trouble. Now you stressed out. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And some people I just don't get. And I know people like this, right? I know some people experience stuff like that right here. They'll talk about like, oh my God, I gotta say this. And the ones in the church, Lord Jesus, they're the worst ones. Lord Jesus, but the ones in the church, they the worst ones. I'm trying to tell you. And that's why, like, when I was going to church, when I was in the church, in the building, that's why I got to the point where I just shook hands and I just left. All that socializing with people after the church, all in the parking lot, people trying to get your parking lot prophecy, all that stuff there. Child, they don't mean you no good. Even the church one. When I used to be in the church, when the benediction is over, I go straight out the door, get in my car, and I go home. You see what I'm saying? Because they the word one. They would talk about you like a dog behind your back. And then when you get sick, you're in the hospital, now they want to call your loved one. I know somebody going through this right now. They're the reason why the man in the hospital. Talking about the man, doing the man wrong, all this spiteful stuff. So, he allowed this stuff to get on him, to stress him out. Now he in the hospital. Now they calling his wife. Girl, how you doing, girl? Oh, hi, I'm doing good. Girl, how your husband doing? Now they want to know how your husband doing. You see what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden now you want to be my best friend. You see what I'm saying? Knowing good well, they just calling to get information so they can find something to talk about. And then you sit right there and tell them everything what's going on, what the doctor say, and then they go back on the telephone. Girl, he ain't doing good, girl. Yeah. His wife just told me. The doctor said this right here, girl, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. Speaking against your husband. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. So when you in church like that right there, shake their hand and just leave the church. God bless you. Again, you gotta set boundaries and feed them with a long handed spoon. And then when somebody in the hospital or something, like your family member, they want to call you, hey, everything is good. I thank you for your concern. All right, God bless you. I gotta go. Just make it short and sweet. Everything is good. Thank you for your concern. Don't get into detail like, oh, the doctor say this here. The doctor say that. No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I thank you for your concern. God bless you. You see what I'm saying? Give them less information, because all they're gonna do is go behind your back and talk about it to the other girl, to the other woman. Girl, he's doing bad, girl. Speaking that mess. You see what I'm saying? Church folks. They're the word one. The word one. I have been in churches where, other ministers was jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? And they was. I picked right up on their jealous spirit. The Lord showed me who they was. And I didn't get mad with them. I didn't go to them, oh, you jealous of me. And, and they had more than what I had as far as materialistic thing. They had more than what I had. They had better cars than me, better wife, family, and all that stuff. But you jealous of me. You see what I'm saying? I experienced that in church. Jealous of me because God used me more, like my anointing is more strong on my life than it is on your life. Well, if you spend time with God like I do, get in that word, and then when you get up and preach, you know what I'm saying? You gonna feel the people gonna see the anointing. But you could tell some people that be in the church who don't really get in their word, and then they want to get up there and preach, and then people don't really be getting with them. And then when I get up and preach, I'm not trying to brag on myself, but I set it off. You see what I'm saying? And then they looking at me like, oh, he preach better than me. Jealousy. You see what I'm saying? Me ain't got time for all that stuff right there. So even in church, you got to set boundaries. So I started setting boundaries in church. Stop trying to fellowship with everybody, going out to eat after church and all that stuff. I cut that stuff out because I realized a lot of them, the enemy used them to get you all stressed out, to get you outside of God's will, to get you, you know what? I'm not going to church no more. You see what I'm saying? That's all the devil wants. You see what I'm saying? So even when it comes down to church, you got to set boundaries and don't let any and everybody be in your circle. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody be in your circle because the worst people, the worst hurt you're gonna experience is church. Trust me, church hurt, and that's why I'm not a pastor. That's why I don't like people even call me a pastor because I know pastors are gonna be hurt the most in the church. The same one who the pastor gonna be praying for, the same one who the pastor gonna be helping them pay their bills, the same one who the pastor gonna go in his personal account and help the members, some of his members pay their bills. They're gonna be the same one go behind the pastor back and talk about the pastor like a dog. The same one that gonna call the pastor house at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning praying for the pastor with the asking the pastor for prayer because they heard him cheating on them again and they need counsel. The same one who the pastor gonna be doing that for, they're gonna be the same one going behind the pastor back. That's why I want to be. That's why I never want to be a pastor because I don't have the patience for being a pastor. It's not my calling. It's not my purpose. I'm not patient enough to be a pastor. You gotta have patience and you gotta be crazy to be a pastor. You got crazy, cause I'll tell you that, boy. I talked to pastors, and one pastor told me he was like, "Man, I ain't never had to take medication until I started pastoring the church." Now this man on all types of medication, all types of health issues, stress. You see what I'm saying? Stress. And me, I don't want no stress in my life. Like I keep my circle small. I keep my circle small. I set boundaries in all my relationships. Dating, friendships, church, business partners and stuff like that. Even with business partners, you got to set boundaries. What are your boundaries when it comes down to people who want to do business with you? Your coworkers. Y'all want to call your coworkers friends. Oh, like somebody in the comment section. Oh, my male friends on my job. Girl, they're your coworkers and your associates. They're your friend. They're your friend. They're your coworkers and your associates. They're what they are. They're not your friend. Because if you can't call them when they need you, when you need them and they're there for you, you can't call them your friend. Okay? You can't call them your friend. Friends gotta be tested. Friends gotta be proven. Before you call somebody your friend, you have to know, can you be there for me when I need you? With no strings attached. Not trying to get me in the bedroom. Okay? Y'all talking about the one with the male friends. Yeah, the male friends. Yeah, can you really be there for me? Can you genuinely love me as a friend and not see me as somebody you want to lay down with? You see what I'm saying? We have to protect ourselves from people in all angles, in all relationships. Protect yourself from toxic people. Because them people, if you're not careful, they will have you in the hospital. I know somebody right now in the hospital, toxic folks. And then now they're here in the hospital. Now the same people who got on his nerve, they call and want to find out. They call him family and want to find out how he doing. And matter of fact, with my ex fiance, I told her, I said, you good. You good. Because if that had been me, I tell him where to go in a nice way. I'd be like, listen, uh, when my dad was out, y'all was all that talking, not here in the hospital, now you want to call like you concerned? Don't call my phone no more. He's doing good. Don't call my phone no more, all right? God bless you. That's what I do. You see what I'm saying? Now y'all see why I can't be a pastor? I can't be no pastor. I'm telling you now. I don't tolerate foolishness. See, a pastor, you gotta be compassionate with people. You gotta be nice. You always gotta be. I'm not like that. I'm gonna tell you where to go in a nice way. I ain't gonna cuss you out. But if I know you won't mean me no good, and now you calling, you wanna learn about my family member. Not my daddy in the hospital. You wanna learn about my daddy? No, you the one got him in the hospital. You was doing all that talking about him behind his back. So guess what? Do not call my phone no more. That's how I do it. Don't call my phone no more. Don't bother me no more. He's fine. Thank you for you being concerned. Don't call my phone. Please. Right now, our family are going through something right now, and we need our privacy. Respect us. Just like that right there. Just like you can tell them with some authority, just like that right there. Respect us. Right now, we in a situation right now that we asking everybody for our privacy. We'll give everybody an update later on. Right now, he's battling for, he's good. Don't even say he's battling for life. Right now, he's good. The doctor say everything's cool. That's it. Short and sweet. Don't give people all the information about your family members and all this stuff here. You see what I'm saying? That's just how I do things. That's just how I roll. And people, they'll guess what? They're gonna leave you alone. Well, I ain't gonna call her no more. Fine. Don't call me. Because you ain't nothing but a bunch of foolishness. I ain't got time for that. I got my spiritual sister. She was telling me the other day how she married now, and the woman that her husband used to talk to before they got married back in the day. Now he in the hospital. Now she calling every day, want to check up on him, calling her to when he get out, can she stop by the house and all that. See how they do? Church people now, church folk. You see what I'm saying? See how they do? Church folks. Now you want to come by the house and see about my husband, and because y'all used to talk. And she said my husband don't told me about her already. So I already know what's going on. I know why she want to come to the house. See what I'm saying? And you got to set boundaries. Listen, ain't no use you coming over to my house. We good. We need our privacy right now. So you don't have to come see my husband. Just send your prayers. Be straight. You see what I'm saying? Something like that right there. I'm just giving y'all some examples. That's it. Just some examples that how you should handle these type of people. But you want to do it in your own way. But I'm just trying to give you some examples. Like don't let people come in your life that mean you no good and cause trouble in your life. That's all I'm saying. The same way we do relationships, like romantic relationships, should be the same way with friendships. Set boundaries, have standards. If they don't have character, y'all have the same morals, the same values, guess what? We can't be friends. That's how I roll. I cannot be a friend with somebody who don't have morals, because I can't trust you. You'll go behind my back, you'll steal from me. You'll go behind my back and try to take my old lady, my woman, See what I'm saying? A lot of these men friends, they play, you got a nice looking wife, they'll go behind your back, try to take your wife. And you got daughters, you got teenage daughters that's attractive and they develop. They'll go behind your back and try to influence your daughter. Hey, you so pretty. Yeah, that goes on. I'm trying to tell y'all, that goes on. Be careful who you bring in your house. Be careful who you bring in your house. I'm trying to tell you now, some men, you can have a man friend as a man like me, for an example. I can have a man friend want to be my friend. That stuff goes on in real life. That's why I say me, you ain't got no morals. Everybody can't come in my house around my kids, around my wife and my family. If you ain't got no morals, you ain't got no character, you can't come around my family. That's just how I roll. I just want to share that with y'all today, man. Good morning to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm still trying to figure out how to upload these videos, but I don't know when I'm gonna come back. But I might just pop up here and there. But y'all continue to pray for me. I'm just excited about what God is doing, and I'm also gonna keep y'all in my prayers. God bless y'all. We'll talk soon.